Yes. Now that you know all the apparatus, then we have to perform the experiment, isn't it? Yes. Now, what is the main purpose of performing fractional distillation? To separate miscible. What are miscible liquids? Liquids that combine and their particles are evenly distributed. You cannot separate the two, isn't it? Yes. With your naked eye. Are we together? Yes. So they are called miscible liquids. Which type of mixture do they form? It's called a homogeneous mixture. Everyone say, miscible liquids form a homogeneous mixture.
Miscible liquids form a homogeneous mixture.
The reason why we call it homogeneous is because the particles are evenly distributed, and therefore you cannot see the difference between the two. It's not like water and cooking oil. Yes. I teach very fast. Yes. Now, we haven't placed here alcohol, but I know you've been taught the taste of alcohol, isn't it? Yes. Or of ethanol. If you burn ethanol, burns with what? A blue flame.
Yes.
So we want to measure 30 mils of alcohol using a measuring cylinder. Are you together?
Yes.
Then we mix with 70 mils of water. Are we together?
Yes.
So we are going to use the what? The measuring cylinder to measure this. This is ethanol. Tuseme tulikuwa nimeweka pale sasa ni sababu ni wana hapana. I want us we mix together 30 mils. Hii steam. Wale watu wanakunywa steam. Ajui vizuri. Kitamu. That is 30, isn't it? Yes. We place it in the reaction chamber. This is our reaction chamber. That's all? 70 minutes. That is 70, isn't it? Huh? Yes. Okay. Like that. This is 70 mils of water. We also place it in this reaction chamber. Now, this is our reaction chamber. Remember, I know you've been taught that this method is used to separate liquids with the different boiling points. Yes. And it's used in Changamwe.
Yes.
To separate petrol from diesel, from tar, from what?
Kerosene.
And what?
Petrol.
Natural gas.
Yes.
Are you together?
Yes.
Because they have different boiling points. Now, if you look at the mixture, can you differentiate?
No.
The particles are evenly distributed. Are you together?
Yes.
I don't have any certificate. I don't use certificate. Yeah. And if you touch here, there's some heat. Can you touch here? There's some warmth there. Huh? Because when liquids mix, there's a reaction that takes place. Therefore, some heat is released.
Yes.
Then we fix our reaction chamber here, and then you can prepare the wire gas. Why do we insist using the wire gas while heating? Anybody? Anybody? Yes? Even distribution of heat. Isn't it? Msisahau hizo vitu ni rahisi tu. Hata mimi nilijifunza hivi vitu 1994. Well, some of you have not been born, but they are still in my head. Me, I have not taken any degree. But I am very sharp in this thing. Sasa?
Yes.
Alafu hii tunaiweka hapa. Why are we placing it here? Somebody to explain. Why are we placing this conical flask? This edge. Yes. To collect, not the distillate, to collect what? The liquid which is evaporating fast. You remember very well that alcohol has a boiling point of what? Huh?
78.4.
76 or 78.4. So it will be the first one to evaporate. That vapor will go through the Liebig condenser as we pump in water. The water will be used to condense the vapor. Are you seeing that? Then these bits or this column, you consider a column here, increases the surface area for condensation of water. Because also water evaporates. Are we together?
Yes.
But water cannot be collected the other side. It condenses here and goes back to the reaction chamber. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
So it increases the surface area for the condensation of water, so that when water condenses, does not mix with alcohol. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
So we have to regulate this temperature, and when it reaches at around 76, 78, we have to make sure that it just, we control it from there. But if it passes up to 90, we'll be collecting water at the other side. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
So ikifika pale utaona mimi nikipunguza hii temperature. Are we together?
Yeah.
Na wewe utashika hapa. Kazi yako ni kuchapa hii kisha hapa. Na pia inaingia huko. Unabadilisha. Utakuonyesha vile unabadilisha because we don't have automatic taps. Sawa? Wewe. Amekataa. Which flame is that? Huh? It's the best, isn't it? Yes. And you check the temperature. Those people here, you have to check that temperature. If it reaches past 78, I can also increase it, isn't it? Haya, kijana. Kazi yako sasa. The water will be condensing there. Sasa. Sasa, usitetemeke. Wacha nitoe hii kwanza, fix hapo itakuwa mzuri. Kabla ijaanza kuboil. We want to see whether we are going to collect alcohol or not. Are we together? Haijaanza kuboil. Nataka vitu za haraka. Gas is not okay. Naza, what is the temperature? We are on 25. We are still low. What is the temperature? You people, you cannot read the temperature. Your eyes are dead. It is 25 still. Just move close, feel free, and then you press? You press it so that water can condense the paper like this. Sasa. Naangalia hapa. Are you seeing some paper being condensed here? Yes. Can you press? Press. Can you press? What is the temperature? 80? What is that? Can you press the You can see some paper being collected the other side. Mnaona? Can you observe here? There's some happening there. You are collecting that liquid which is being collected. That one is alcohol. No, you cannot drink it because it's poisonous. That's why it's used in the laboratory. If you drink it, it will burn your liver, and you are going to die. Moja kwa moja chakula kitatetea. Angalieni. But if you are keen enough, you can see some paper passing through the energy condenser. Yes. That paper is the one being condensed. You are that? Tumefika wapi? 68. Tuko tu sawa. We are just still within our perimeter. We have to collect a lot of food and test whether it is alcohol or we cannot test. We test alcohol, not drinking. You are not on the level. Umezoea? Mtakuwa mwanza kuanguka hapa wasichana taanza kutoa. Kazini. Now this is how miscible liquids are separated, especially at Changamwe, whereby the fractionating column should be hotter at the bottom and at the top it should be cool. Are you seeing that? Yes. If you touch this one, it is cold. That one is brought about by this, live condenser. Are you together? Yes. And then we depend on this because the liquids have different boiling points. The liquids have what?
Different boiling points.
We can now stop the experiment and test, isn't it? Whether we have collected alcohol or not. You together?
Yes.
How do you like it?
Eh, tuendelee.
Kameshika? But I'm very sure in exams you'll be asked to name parts, or you'll be asked to state the main purpose of this fractionating column, or they will ask you also to tell us the main purpose why we put the bits, the glass bits. That's how. And I've told you this one is the surface area for condensation. Of what? Of the liquid that has a high boiling point, which is water. Are you see that? So that when water evaporates, it goes back into the reaction chamber. And then the liquid that boils at a lower temperature, then can be able, the vapor can now be able to pass through the live condenser and be collected on the other side. Sasa? Are we together?
Yes.
Can I stop the experiment?
Yes.
Sasa nyinyi hata mmeona vizuri maji ndio. Nikiwasha hii kibiriti niweke kwa hii maji. Inawaka? But let us see what will happen. If at all we have collected alcohol, then it will be able to light, isn't it? Jambo naangalia.
Ni miracle.
Burns with a blue flame. Huh?
Ni miracle.
Now this one is to show you that actually you can separate those physical liquids using fractionating. I see that. So basically the liquids have different boiling. All of them. Okay. Hata ule. Wanda ule nilipiga kukopa. So,
let's say thank you for our teacher. This is my son's teacher. So he used to teach us science, and he can teach you even biology, chemistry, any science, even so I invite him to come and teach you. So let's march out
slowly by slowly.
Mwalimu smile kidogo.
I've never smiled.